Think Kansas is boring? Think again, but only if you avoid these classic tourist mistakes. The Sunflower State is full of surprises, but even the most seasoned travelers can fall into some common traps that keep them from experiencing the best this unexpectedly fascinating destination has to offer. Whether you're a weekend road tripper or an out-of-state explorer, knowing what not to do can make all the difference. First up, don't underestimate Kansas weather, especially in spring. Tornado season is no joke, and storms can appear with little warning. It's a classic mistake to visit in April or May without a weather plan. Check local forecasts every day, know where the nearest storm shelters are, and avoid long drives if there are severe weather watches in effect. Smart travelers even keep a basic emergency kit in the car. With a little prep, you'll be safe, and you might even get to see those iconic, dramatic prairie skies from a safe distance, of course. The second mistake? Only sticking to the bigger cities like Wichita or Topeka. These hubs have their charm, sure, but there's so much more waiting off the beaten path. Kansas is packed with hidden gems that most tourists miss. Imagine walking beneath ancient chalk pyramids at Monument Rocks, a landscape that feels straight out of a Western movie, or uncovering presidential legacy at the Eisenhower Presidential Library in Abilene. And don't skip the tiny town of Lucas, proudly called the grassroots art capital of Kansas, where you'll find incredible folk art and quirky roadside attractions. Next, don't make the rookie error of misjudging Kansas's size. Everything looks close on the map, but the state is bigger than you think. Distances between must-see stops can surprise you, with stretches of pure prairie in between. Always begin your journey with a full tank of gas, especially if you're heading into rural areas where the next station might be miles away. Download offline maps, so getting lost means a scenic detour rather than a frustrating mistake. Now, let's talk food, a true highlight of the Kansas experience. Too many travelers hit the highway and settle for fast food chains. Big mistake. Kansas is home to Kansas City-style BBQ, especially on the state's eastern edge, a must for any meat lover. Don't miss local specialties like bierox, delicious yeast rolls stuffed with beef and cabbage, or the classic chicken fried steak served at old-school diners across the state. Venture into small-town cafes, and you'll get a hearty taste of Kansas hospitality with every meal. Photo opportunities? Kansas has plenty, but many travelers drive right past them. In late summer, the rolling fields burst into a sea of yellow sunflowers, especially near Lawrence or Goodland. These blooms are Instagram gold and make for magical memories. Keep your camera handy at scenic turnouts and whenever you spot something uniquely Kansan, from classic red barns to striking open skies. Another mistake, skipping over Kansas's deep history. This state was once the battleground known as Bleeding Kansas and played a pivotal role in the civil rights movement. Take time to visit museums and historical sites like Fort Larned, a remarkably preserved frontier outpost, or the Brown versus Board of Education National Historic Site, where a Supreme Court case changed America. These stops add context and meaning to your journey, connecting the present to the past. Finally, don't assume Kansas is just endless flatlands. Sure, there's plenty of open prairie, but regions like the Flint Hills paint a very different picture. Here, undulating grass-covered hills stretch beneath the sky as far as you can see. A truly breathtaking landscape, especially when fall colors arrive. The Flint Hills National Scenic Byway is a drive you won't forget. Kansas has far more going on than most people realize. Avoid these tourist mistakes, and you'll uncover the true spirit of the heartland. Embark on the adventure, support local spots, savor the flavors, and let Kansas surprise you. There's a spot waiting for you on every U.S. traveler's bucket list. Just make sure you explore it right.